There may be many other areas of Africa that pull at the heartstrings more than Ghana. Across the continent, millions are subject to wars, rivalry, and disease. The poverty is more subtle in Ghana. In this country, poverty wears a woman's face. In areas such as life expectancy, education, and maternal mortality rates, it is women who bear the weight of poverty. When the women of a culture cannot feed their children, the sorrow is deep. Ghanaian women work hard to support their families. Disallowed from receiving a complete education, the majority of these women open small businesses out of necessity, mostly trading and selling food for $1 a day, doing what needs to be done for the family to survive.
This is my home. I live here with my 4 children.
Yes. People will be selling, the hawkers will be selling, children are on their back, the sun is beating them, tomorrow sickness and all that. So I created this preschool.
Yes. Life at home is without water, electricity, or refrigeration, and yet, in the face of tremendous odds, scorching heat, poverty, and disease, the women of Ghana have a desire to reach for something better. They are reaching not with a hand out, but for a hand up. Why is Ghana such an attractive place for establishing microloans? Ghana is a democratic country, having achieved its independence from Great Britain in the early 1950s. English is spoken everywhere, though in the small rural villages of Media, Kotoku, Hebron, and Samsam, the local language is Ga. Ghana is peaceful and safe, and most of all, the women of Ghana long for a better life for their families. The concept of microloans was developed in the 1970s, providing modest loans to women to help their small businesses grow, allowing for a stable family income and, with less need for help at home, education for both the boys and the girls.
Now, as my capital is very small, I need a helping hand so that I can expand my business.
As I see the environment of this area, schooling is limited. I took it to myself, but okay, if this be the case, then I have to open preschool.
The process of borrowing without collateral builds self-esteem. Women open bank accounts. They learn the importance of paying money back, of being organized and on time, and the satisfaction of building larger loans on successful initial ones. This accountability and confidence, and the income it generates, empowers them to break the cycle of poverty. Ultimately, microloans do no less than reduce overall poverty in an entire region. The simple process of microlending impacts a village in so many ways. Women who are given the opportunity to learn arrive to standing room only classrooms. Marketing ideas such as purchasing a kiosk or buying signage bearing one's name brings huge smiles to the faces of these local women.
I want more. I want to bring in more.
So they appreciated when people started bringing their children. That is why I prefer it so much.
Experiencing the right to credit, the women begin to feel entitled to other rights, the right to an education, the right to good health, and of course, the right to care properly for their children. Microloans are a catalyst for these women to take charge of their lives and the lives of their families. Life expectancy for Ghanaian women is 58 years. Death during childbirth occurs at a rate of 1 in 20, 200 times the risk faced by women in the United States. With health insurance, women can get basic health care as well as new baby care. As added incentive for the women to repay their loans and to support participation in the healthcare system, Joy to the World pays the government health insurance premium for those who repay on time. In addition to the loans, Joy to the World has begun drilling for water. Our first well, in the village of Media, was a huge success, providing clean, safe water to over 300 families. We also provide school supplies to the villages, as well as malaria nets to families. Joy to the World is also in discussion with local government agencies regarding farming and agriculture, water, and sanitation. Joy to the World is beginning to make a visible impact in the community, with a total of 99 loans since January 2008. With demand for these loans increasing rapidly, an administrator is being hired to work in Media. The women of Ghana have lived in survival so deep for so long that lives filled with poor health and poverty are all they've known. Joy to the World is slowly changing this reality, from the inside of these communities and out. But each action towards the future requires funding and support. With your contribution, you impact not just a woman or her family, but the whole village. Joy to the World needs your financial support to continue bringing hope and joy to the lives of the Ghanaian people. You too can bring joy to the world. It's up to you.